Interpol blasts Nigeria government for lying over the abduction of Nnmdi Kanu in Kenya. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 30th of April 2024, and I have a video for you. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The International Police Organization, Interpol, has blasted the government of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, for trying to involve them or incriminate them for that abduction and illegal rendition of Nnmdi Kanu from Kenya to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Now, I have something to show you, apart from the video which I will be playing in a jiffy. I have something to show you, so I want you to pay very good attention. After playing the video for you, I want you to take your time, watch the video in full, and then I will show you something. So my people, watch the video, don't go nowhere, because we still have more in the kitchen.
There are not a few who believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnmdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, it didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria, and he's facing justice now. That's why is this like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.
Believe me, I want to tell you, I don't know what you are talking about. All I know,
you seem not to know exactly what we are talking about here.
No. You are bringing an issue that Interpol is not aware of. Let me define the role of Interpol so that you can understand. Interpol is an international police organization that assists law enforcement agencies within the 196 countries,
yes, sir,
to look for a fugitive that runs or is hiding. And if you look at all the other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't know anything. I don't want to talk about issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what we call police-to-police relationship, international police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol.
Okay.
If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol.
Okay.
However, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped,
yes,
we did a biometric capture of those suspects, and we shared it with international communities. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies. Many of them were re-apprehended because we have their biometrics. Now, in the issue of red notice, where a red notice is issued under the federal court that issued that notice of arrest, that is warrant of arrest for such international.
Yes.
It will go to the Interpol, we'll process it, we'll look at it, we'll look at the charges, and then we'll issue a red notice.
Okay.
On that red notice, we bring back the culprit to face justice, because all the 196 countries will be looking for that individual.
Would sincerely like to thank you, retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Garba Umar, who is currently the Vice President of Interpol Africa Region. Thank you, sir, for coming on.
He is the current Vice President of Interpol in Africa Region, in case you don't know. Now, let me tell you something that you do not understand. I will come back to this video to analyze it, but before doing that, let me show you something else, because the reason why I will analyze this very video is because of the man in question who interviewed the Vice President of International Police Organization, Africa Region. Because of the interviewer, That is the reason why I'm going to analyze the video. But the reason why I'm showing you what you are seeing right now on your screen is to refresh your memory, how it all started. This is the reason why I want you to see what I'm showing you right now, to refresh your memory. Because when this thing happened in the year 2021, you can see here, this is June 30th, 2021, published by Vanguard, a Nig Govt media platform. Now, look at what they said. How federal government worked with Interpol to arrest IPOB's leader, Nnmdi Kanu. They claimed that the federal government of the zoo worked hand in hand with Interpol to arrest Nnmdi Kanu in Kenya and brought him back to the zoo. But all na lie. This is the reason why we call them Nig Govt media outlets, brown envelope journalists in the zoo. Now, when you go down here, you see what they wrote. They said, various accounts dominated the airways yesterday about how leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnmdi Kanu, was arrested by Nigerian security agents working in collaboration with the international police organization Interpol on Sunday. Are you getting it? They said, while a source said the IPOB leader was arrested in Holland on his way to Ukraine, another source said he was nabbed in Ethiopia. A lot of people lied, including one bishop like that, shamelessly said that Nnmdi Kanu was, arrested in Brazil with a woman. Shame. Shame. And I didn't see that man tender apology. I don't know if he did, but if he did, please kindly let me know in the comment section, because I did not see any apology from that bishop. And also write his name. If you know about this, write his name in the comment section and let us know if he finally, or if he tender unreserved apology to Nnmdi Kanu, and of course Biafrans at large, for such lie. Because we are going to start revisiting the actions of every individual, both in the rendition of Nnmdi Kanu and of course in the Biafra agitation. Now, online newspaper The Wheel said the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami San, had written the Ethiopian government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, alerting them that a wanted fugitive, Nnmdi Kanu, was in their country, seeking its cooperation to help track him down, thus lending credence to speculations that he was arrested in Ethiopia. That was the first speculation. Kanu was thereafter intercepted in Ethiopia by joint security operatives of the government and Interpol and extradited to Nigeria over the weekend. Nigeria had contracted Interpol for the arrest and extradition of Kanu to Nigeria to face his charges. Similarly, popular columnist Farouk Berogi had said of Kanu's arrest, "I've known since the beginning of the month that Nnmdi Kanu will be arrested and extradited to Nigeria, but my information swore me to secrecy, so I kept the information to myself. Today, he has been arrested and extradited to Nigeria." The police and Department of State Services, DSS, said to have collaborated with Interpol on the arrest of Kanu, kept mum yesterday. The AGF, who broke the news on his arrest yesterday, did not also disclose how Kanu was arrested and the country he was nabbed. Barely 48 hours after he was arrested abroad and brought back to Nigeria, the federal government yesterday docked leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnmdi Kanu, before the Federal High Court, Abuja. Attorney General of Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami San, who refused to disclose where Kanu was arrested, said he was intercepted by security agents last Sunday. He couldn't have said it because he knew that they committed a crime. However, his rearrest and trial yesterday drew reactions from groups and individuals, including his family and his group, the indigenous people of Biafra. While his family said nothing untoward should happen to him, IPOB said its leader's arrest is not the end of his agitations. Igbo Sociocultural Organization Ohaneze Ndigbo, and Senate Minority Leader Senator Enyinia Baribe, who stood shorty for the IPOB leader before he jumped bail. That's when they were still writing before he jumped bail. However, kept mum yesterday. But Malami, who addressed the press in company of Inspector General of Police Usman Baba and DSS spokesman Dr. Peter Afunanya, explained that Kanu's rearrest followed a collaborative effort between security agencies in Nigeria and the International Police Organization, Interpol. Ifuge now, have you seen it? Now, look at here. Just take a look at here. They said, but Malami, of course you all know Malami, who addressed the press in company of Inspector General of Police Usman Alkali Baba and DSS spokesperson Dr. Peter Afunanya. These are top officials, very, very top officials. Abubakar Malami, the then Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. Now, explained that Kanu's rearrest followed a collaborative effort between security agencies in Nigeria and the International Police Organization, Interpol. That means Nigeria government, because these people represented Nigeria government. Nigeria government said that the local security agencies here in the zoo collaborated with Interpol to rearrest Nnmdi Kanu, or not even rearrest, to kidnap Nnmdi Kanu in Kenya and brought him back to the zoo via extraordinary rendition. And Interpol, as an organization as huge as Interpol, cannot involve in such criminal activities. Never. That's why you saw that video that I played from beginning. Now, going back to the video, I want to dissect it in order to expose some discrepancies in that very video, even as an interviewer, claimed to be an educated individual. But I want to let him know that he is nothing but an educated moron. A very imbecilic animal indeed, who doesn't understand what journalism is all about. Now pay attention.
There are not a few who believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnmdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, it didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria, and he's facing justice now. That's right.
Did you see that? Can you feel the pride in him? The pride. He's so proud to say the rubbish that he's talking about. The rubbish. He's not even aware that what the zoo did is a crime, that they actually committed an offense. A very high offense indeed. An offense of extraordinary rendition. And this idiot who claimed to be a journalist, an educated somebody, is proud on a national television, saying this kind of a thing. And you are not just talking to the world, you have the presence of the vice president of Interpol on camera. You are talking nonsense. He's not ashamed. Look at him.
Is this like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.?
You see? There's nothing like they didn't even do anything like we are following the due process, etc., etc. And he's proud. Look at his mentality. And you are talking about democracy. This same idiot now will come out and tell you we are operating democracy. This same fool, this coward, will open his thinking mouth and say that we are operating democracy in Nigeria. This idiot here. Yet you are on a national television talking nonsense. Wow. But I like what this man is a very brave man. I don't know where he comes from, but he's a very brave man. At least he has spoken the truth and shamed the devil. Thank you, my people. To salo no mozia and make it go viral.